Well, hello and welcome back to another episode of Develop, Integrate, and Sustain TV, keeping it simple. My name is Jeff.L.Lush, and today we're going to talk about a topic that is very near and dear to all of our hearts, and that is storage, especially performance of storage environments to meet service level agreements. And so today we're going to just talk about this drawing here on the screen, and really the key thing to remember out of this discussion are service level agreements. Service level agreements is an agreement that you make with the business owner and the stakeholder to say, I will give you performance at X. And today we're going to talk about what happens when your performance, your disk that's giving you that performance, your storage, has contention on it. What happens in that environment? So let's talk a little bit about disk and how we can better optimize our budgets in order to buy drives. So we know that there are certain applications in our environment, transactional databases, large processing based stuff that creates a lot of fast I/O for our storage. And when it creates this fast I/O, it demands performance out of our storage. And so we have different types of storage drives in our environment. Here we're illustrating some drives here, two different types. We're doing a low performance, high capacity drive, like a SATA or a SAS drive, which is going to range somewhere between 3 milliseconds and 10 to 12 millisecond read and writes, right? It's all about how fast you write it and how fast you read it back. All right, and then in our comparison, we're going to have our high performance drives up here with low volume because they're more expensive, right? And these you can get up to, when we go to solid state and other technologies, you're talking about 0.01 millisecond reads to 0.02 millisecond writes. So we've got a big difference here. Now, in most of our environments, about 20% of what we do requires high performance, high performance, your databases, messaging solutions, things of that nature. A lot of low performance stuff, your user files, different storage requirements. Here's really in a low performance. This is represented as one array here. Most of the time is one array. So let's go ahead and take a look at the service level agreement. Remember, with cloud computing, with electronic health records, with all these things that demand storage in order for the service to be successful, we have to put service level agreements around it. And in this case that we're going to use here, this example, we have a service level agreement that this production LUN here needs to perform at 3 millisecond reads and 4 millisecond writes. So, no problem. As we're monitoring our SLAs, we notice here, represented number 1 here, we notice that our storage is performing less than what our service level agreement says. So it's performing at 12 millisecond read, 8 millisecond writes, way out of the boundary of our SLA, meaning there's disk contention here in our production environment. So what are we going to do? We're going to move that data dynamically. We're going to migrate, called migration, but really we move it from one set of spindles, remember our high volume, low performance spindles, SATA, SAS, that type of stuff. We're going to move that up into our hot swap area. All right, this is our hotspot management area. Here, the drives are going very, very fast, 0.01, 0.02 read writes, and here we're going to manage that hotspot. Right, we're going to bring that SLA way down to, half a millisecond read and write times so that the users don't feel the impact. Right here with 12 and 18, they're feeling a little bit of impact. Here we're going to bring it back down. Once that disk contention is relieved here on our high volume, low performance drive set, we're going to automatically move that data back into this area. So we want to keep this area up here, which represents about 20% of your disk capacity in this array. We want to keep it open so that we can deal with these hotspot areas on our larger 80% of our disk storage here, right? So, in summary, also, just before I forget, here would be a great place to put things like transactional logs, fast I/O data files, real minimal but a static area where it doesn't move stuff around, right? So what we do is we put most of our data here on 80% of our drive set that's low performance, high volume, and low cost. We put 80% of our stuff here. When this has disk contention, we automatically, through policy and automation, will automatically move that data up into a hot swap area, get its performance back to where it needs to be. Once disk contention is minimal here, we move the data back. That is a way to implement hotspot management in your storage environment and save a ton of money. Thank you.